Welcome to Morning Glory Farmstead. My name is Lolly, and this channel is all about gardening, animals, and nature. I was trying to hold my camera up real quick and the measuring tape to show y'all that some of my collards are 10 inches long now. Y'all, Farmer is trying to fit inside these 2 cat beds that I just washed. Not even close, buddy. My giant noble spinach is looking absolutely fantastic this morning. And here I am getting eggs ready for delivery today. Y'all, there's a lot going on in the world that is serious, and I know that a lot of us are aware of that, and we're kind of keeping up with things. And if you guys have watched some of my other videos, you may also already know that I have some serious health issues. And unfortunately, I've even been on antibiotics for the last couple of months. I just had a surgical procedure done, and I've got another one on the books in 6 weeks. But even so, I just love so much about living this life and want to appreciate as much as I can with each day that I'm given. And so I want to impart that to you guys on this channel. For me, every day is a very conscious, physical, minute-by-minute challenge, but there's not a day that I'm not glad to get up and meet. There are so many little things that go unnoticed and many opportunities that are missed that could bring us so much joy and satisfaction. So don't focus so much on the negative that you miss your specific opportunities to experience joy. Now, I'm not going to lie, I do tend to enjoy my sense of humor, and I make myself laugh daily, and it's usually at my own expense. And when I'm by myself, I'm good material for my own jokes. I've always had a lot of energy, you guys, and I'm optimistic by nature and hopeful to the end. I don't spend a lot of time focusing on failures or what I can't change because there are so many positive things that need my attention and focus. And so that is what you're going to see on this channel. So this season, I'm adding 2 more GreenStalks, and so I'm going to have 7 and several grow bags. Y'all, our gardens are full of life and work hard to stay alive, and so I feel they deserve a name, just from the sheer appreciation I have for them. You know what would be really fun, and just kind of one of those small things that brings joy to life? I would love for you guys to come up with a name for your GreenStalks, or grow bags, or just whatever you're actually growing your garden in, and leave them in the comments. You guys, don't be embarrassed. Live a little bit. I'm sure some of y'all are going to think I'm silly, but that's all right. Y'all, if I look like I'm making a crazy face, this sun is super bright. All right, the names I choose are just going to be whatever I think sounds fun or brings me joy. So I'll be doing some name reveals as we head into the spring, and y'all get creative with your names. They could be sentimental, maybe humorous or businesslike, or a name tied to one of your favorite memories in life, or a restaurant, a trip you took, whatever. I may have to name one Schnitzel or Spätzle because those were some of my favorite things about growing up and living in Germany for 6 years as a kid. So it just depends on your personality, your experiences, and kind of what strikes a chord with you. And the first one I want to talk about is my chicken GreenStalk, which I have named, are you ready? The box stock. So why am I using a GreenStalk for my chickens? Well, I don't have a lot of waste, you guys, and scraps. And you may have heard in my other videos that I have to eat organic for health reasons. And the organic chicken feed is off the chain with expense. So I share different lettuces and greens for my GreenStalk with my roosters and my hens. And I'm going to continue to do so, especially if there's just some on my GreenStalks that look a little bit less than perfect. But in order to provide them with even more this season, I'm not only going to dedicate a GreenStalk to my roosters and hens, I'm also going to be growing some patches of grass. They have eaten every possible bite of grass or weeds in their area, and so I really try to keep that variety coming. Now, the organic layer pellets and sunflowers and corn, those are still going to be the base of their diet, but the GreenStalk is also going to provide a supplemental source of food to keep them satisfied and hopefully to continue being healthy. This box stock is going to have the greens that are the most nutrient dense and also some herbs. Did y'all know that there are specific herbs that are good for your chickens, at least in moderation? So I'm going to get the box stock cleaned out as soon as I can. There are still some tiers that are producing food. There's things that are trying to flower or go to seed, but I'm going to mend the potting mix and get those seeds planted in the next few weeks. We still have some nights here in North Carolina that are going to be down in the 30s through the end of March. I'm struggling to get an angle where you guys can actually see me while I'm talking, but at least the background's looking pretty good today and it's not all rainy and muddy. All right, let's talk about my chicken egg business. There's a lot of talk going on right now about people trying to do a side hustle, selling eggs and things like that. I'm just one person. I always say everybody's experience is different, but I want to tell you what my side hustle of selling eggs looks like. Hey guys, I just wanted to interject here that I do use a little bit of sarcasm in my videos, but just know that there was never an intent to actually make a profit from my side hustle. Okay, so several months ago, I bought about 20 more chickens, and I already had plenty for myself and my family. But I kept hearing about how inflation was going to increase the cost of eggs, and there may be egg shortages, and that by fall they could be 12 bucks a dozen. There was all kind of stuff flying around all over the place about eggs. But I thought, you know what? Let me just get some chickens, and at least for those that I know, maybe I can sell them at a constant price no matter what's going on out there and help some folks out. So I have these 20 chickens, and I actually sell eggs every single week. Now, I'm selling them for $7 a dozen, and y'all may think, man, that's pretty good. She's making some bucks. No, I'm not. I'm not making a dime. In fact, I'm in the hole every single week. So let's just talk about this for a minute. So $7 a dozen. Remember, I buy all organic feed, okay? The layer pellets are organic, so that's more expensive. And then I also buy sunflowers, which are through the roof because I buy the ones that are the chips. They don't have the shell on them. I also buy corn. I buy blueberries, y'all. I buy all kind of stuff for them to snack on. So it's not just layer pellets. And I don't buy in bulk yet because I haven't been able to find organic. So my food costs for my chickens and roosters is through the roof. Okay, so the money that I make every week doesn't even cover the cost of the pellets. Now, there's not only that, but there's also all of the upkeep of the extra chickens. Let's not forget I had to buy extra coops, which I love them. I'm not going to lie, y'all. If you guys are interested in a chicken coop, check out my video review that I did on the Omlet Eglu. I love it. Hands down the best chicken coop that I've ever used, and I've used a few different kinds out there. But I had to pay for the expense of the coops. I had to expand my chicken area. I had to raise them from the time they were chicks. I have to collect the eggs every day. I have more chicken poop to clean up. I'm out there sometimes at night collecting eggs after the roosters have gone in because I feel a little bit safer that way. And I wanted to throw this in there because I almost forgot to mention that it takes time for me to get these eggs delivered and boxed up for these people too. Yes, that is a chair upside down in my pretend truck. Y'all know I call this a truck. That's another recliner that I'm taking home for my dogs and cats. It's secondhand. I don't ever pay full price, but I just needed some help to get it out, and it's been in there since yesterday. Someone actually gave it to me for free. So y'all, overall, I'm not really sure this is a good side hustle. I'm kind of being sarcastic about it, but I want for you guys who are thinking about getting some chickens for your family and friends to kind of sell those eggs and whatnot, there's a lot that goes into it. Not to mention, every Saturday, I spend 2 or 3 hours going through all of the eggs, checking for defects, making sure they look good enough to sell, and cleaning off any muddy spots, because where the chickens are, y'all, I've shown you, it's nothing but mud now when it rains. And so when they go up into those coops and they get in the nesting box to lay, as clean as I try to keep it with all the wood shavings, their feet still get those eggs muddy sometimes. Now, if you've got family and people that are going to help you with gathering the eggs, cleaning the eggs, taking care of the chickens, making sure they're always fed and all of that, then you might be good to go. But I'm a one-woman show, and there's a lot of effort and a lot of money that's put into it. So I just wanted to put that out there for y'all to think about. Now, if you're not feeding your chickens organic and you're buying in bulk, y'all are in a totally different scenario than I am, because that's going to be way less expensive, and it really might be worth it for you guys. So even if your situation isn't the same as mine, I just wanted to give you guys a few things to think about. All right, guys, start dropping the names of your green stalks, your grow bags, your raised beds, whatever you're using. Name it, drop it in the comments. I bet I'm going to get a kick out of some of these. I really appreciate you guys hanging out with me today as I talk about the box stock and getting ready to name all of my green stalks. Just an update, the patio that I'm going to have laid as a foundation for my green stalks and grow bags is supposed to start on the 13th. Now, I know it's going to rain that day, so we'll kind of see how that plays out. But within the next couple of weeks, we should see that getting started, and he says it's only going to take about 2.5 days to finish it. So I am super excited about that. Y'all, if it's your first first time buying a GreenStalk, go ahead and head to the description box and get your $10 off that order. I'm not an affiliate of GreenStalk, but they were kind enough to give me $10 off your first order. So if that's you, head out there and take advantage of that. I'll see you guys real soon in the next video. Until then, y'all have a great couple of days. Bye-bye.